Why did it make a difference? Why did it make a difference to you to read that in what I wrote? And the answer is, I think the answer is, I didn't take the standard conservative approach. I didn't say, you should, you must, you ought, even though those things are true. I said, there's no difference between responsibility and adventure. That's a killer thing to know. The heavier the responsibility, the more profound the adventure. And so everyone knows that, but it's not catalyzed, eh?
Right.
So I just watched The Hobbit a while back, classic adventure story. And of course, it's Bilbo, to begin with, it's Bilbo. He's this little hobbit, right? Sort of like Abraham. He's living his comfortable life, and the wizard comes along and says, it's time for you to develop your shadow side, because, of course, he becomes a thief, and to go on your adventure. And he agrees to do that, and it's a weighty adventure. He has to contend with the ring of power. Right, that's the ultimate in temptations. That's the temptation that Christ is offered by Satan in the desert, the temptation of power. And that's the temptation that Bilbo has to contend with. Well, he has this adventure. Well, what's the adventure? It's responsibility. He has to carry that ring. And it is one of the rings that unites everything, power. It's just the malevolent ring that unites everything. And so I've been suggesting to young men in particular, it's like, you want to get your life together? Take the path of maximal responsibility. Not because you should, even though you should. That's not why. It's because that's the pathway of maximal adventure. So you say, well, what's the meaning of life? It's like, it's the meaning that reveals itself when you take the pathway of maximal responsibility. That's exactly the message of the crucifixion.